Yeah, it is. It's been an emotional week. Emotional, obviously, 13 weeks that we've been together, and obviously didn't want the focus to be on myself, but as a team, we've had great belief this whole tour. I know we didn't get results against the Tier 1 nations, but we saw the opportunities of this week, and we wanted to finish on a bang. Obviously, finish well for this group, but what better way to celebrate a birthday to not only get the win, but obviously get the accolades as well, and that's on the back of obviously the boys playing well, and just grateful.
Next question, please.
Totai, spare his embarrassment and talk about him for a minute, what he's done today and over the years.
Not much, really. Look, he's been a great servant for his country. Today, phenomenal. If you look at a leader and what you want from a leader, this guy next to me is what represents what leadership is. On and off the field, he's been fantastic. Humble, respectful, and all the guys will follow him.
At the back, please. Thanks.
As you retire, what's the next move for you, and how do you think you can maybe be able to help this next generation of Tongan rugby players setting up for this maybe 4 years from now, or even more so next year for the Olympics?
I think for me personally, obviously I've hung up the boots as a player, but I've seen myself, in the future coming back, hopefully as a coach. I want to give back, keep giving back to this team. I know there's a calling for me to be part of this team. And hopefully, if Totai's still here next year and years to come, building into another World Cup campaign, I'd love to be back part of this team, and that's probably where I see myself. But for the time being, it's I want to commit myself to Bristol. I've got a season back there with the Bears in the Premiership, and I want to give my all to that season there, and wherever the future takes, whatever future endeavours there are, I'll commit to that and hopefully be back in this team in the near future.
Totai, can you just reflect on what today's victory means, given the ups and downs of the tournament so far, and just talk a little bit about your time in Japan and how you've enjoyed it here?
Look, the message throughout the week was to finish strong, to prepare like we did for the games earlier in the round. We certainly didn't want to... We had a lot of positive opinions about us going into this game with close games against Argentina and France, and we certainly didn't want to change that with a poor performance against the USA. So it was a bit of a grand final for both teams, and we definitely wanted to finish the campaign on a positive note. And if we played to our potential, I thought we could. Today's game was a bit up and down, really, but we got the job done in the end. We've had a fantastic time in Japan. A lot of boys have been here before, so they're quite used to the culture and the way Japanese do things. But the hospitality has been fantastic, and just with our travel plans internally, I've tried to take the team to as many places as possible. We had I think a week turnaround most games, so we just didn't want to sit around 1 week in a hotel. So we tried to take the team to towns, and I think we've travelled on buses, planes. I think we went on ferry, we went on a Shinkansen. So we've experienced the whole package of what Japan has to offer, and I think the boys enjoyed that.
Totai, I think you've gone through the tournament without a yellow card. That's got to say a lot as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think we've ended up the top in terms of the most disciplined side. Who would have thought that coming into the tournament? So I'd like to say we've worked really hard on that. But look, to the boys' credit, we worked hard defensively. It was one of the things we targeted before the tournament started in terms of keeping our tackles low. So yeah, it's one thing we can take away as a positive from this tournament.
Does it feel, Tatai, does it feel different to win a World Cup game? You guys play tests against teams, you win tests, you lose tests. Does a World Cup game feel different? Do you come off with a different feeling when you win at the World Cup?
Good question. For me, probably this win's special because it finishes a campaign for us, finishes the World Cup. And as you know, it only comes around every 4 years. This group that we have now will never be the same, players and staff alike. So I think normally it probably wouldn't feel different, but this game in particular is really special to us because it's a great way to finish a campaign and it's a great way for us to say goodbye to each other, I suppose, on a good note.
Siali, I believe that was your first ever conversion. How did it feel?
I was just talking with the boys earlier. Obviously, I didn't really want to take it. I didn't want to be an online meme to take it and miss. But I guess to be able to take that last conversion, is full credit to the boys and the way we played today, and also to the American team. We knew it was going to be tough. They clawed their way back into that game, and it could have gone either way. But at the end there, the boys stuck to their guns. I wanted the 10 to kick for the penalty and finish the game, but the boys wanted to go for the try and to get over that line at the end there and obviously kick that conversion. Definitely go down as one of my highlights in this red jersey.
Any final questions? Yeah, at the back there. Next one here.
キャプテンにお聞きしますが日本でもおなじみの選手なんですけども、日本のファンに何かメッセージをお願いしたいんですが。
To all the Japanese people, right from when we arrived in Kochi, going up to Sapporo, Kumagaya, we've been here in Osaka, down to Shimabara, people in Kumamoto, they've been so welcoming and it's going to leave long-lasting memories for a lot of us players, and we hope to, a lot of boys are hoping to return back with their families and enjoy a holiday here and enjoy the Japanese lifestyle and the culture. So to all the people there, 本当にありがとうございます。
こちら東大阪の花園で2試合されたわけですけども、私はちょっと地元のメディアとして、花園のスタジアムの、戦った印象、試合スタジアム自体の印象をちょっとお聞きしたいんですが、お二人に。
Fantastic stadium. We played the PNC here, and it was a full house. Then we played Argentina, and then the game today. The support's been fantastic. I really enjoy playing in Japan. I think, to the credit of all the people, fans, supporters, they've really gotten behind the World Cup, and we're thankful to be a part of that.
I think, just like the coach said, we're just grateful and honoured to play here in Hanazono, have 2 games here. Local people have been welcoming, even the boys heading out into Namba and around Osaka. We've enjoyed our time and our stay here, and we hope to return back in the near future and enjoy more of the Japanese culture, especially the cuisine here. I think the boys love the Japanese food.
キャプテンにお願いしたいんですが、先ほど最後のペナルティーの場面のことをご指摘ありましたけども、プレー最後トライまで取り切るというチームの判断についてもうちょっと詳しく教えていただきたいというのと、それを選択して最後取り切って終われたと、このことについてどういうふうに感じていらっしゃいますでしょうか。
Yeah, like I said, you know, we had the option to kick the goal and finish the game that way on a penalty, but you know, I asked the forwards whether they wanted to take the scrum, and the forwards were confident in our scrum, and I think our forwards, obviously our set piece was magnificent today. You know, we've obviously had an awesome forward pack to play behind for us backs, and they backed themselves. Obviously we went with the scrum, we had the advantage, and you know, it was a great opportunity to put that kick in behind from Latiuma and for Toulouse to score. It was a great way to finish the game.
And any final questions? In that case, that's a great way to finish the press conference. And happy birthday, happy retirement. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。